Welcome back, everybody, to another one of our MMS 2018 sponsor interviews. Today we have Seth Cousins with Cireson joining us here. Cireson is our gold sponsor, so welcome, Seth.
Hi, thank you very much for having me.
We always like to have you join us. So what can you tell us about Cireson?
Well, there's a lot to say about Cireson, but I'll keep it to the relevant parts for the video. So, Cireson, we focus on making things easier for you as a customer across the System Center space, primarily focusing on Configuration Manager and Service Manager. So we are most likely best known for our Service Manager line of products, ranging from notification processes to our Cireson analyst portal. The analyst portal helps users and analysts connect and helps to keep track of the service manager tickets, things that you'll see out of that process. And then we also have our True Control Center product, and that Control Center product works directly with Configuration Manager to bring the power of Configuration Manager to the analyst as well.
Very nice. It sounds fascinating and quite useful, actually. I've worked with a company in the past that use some of your guys' tools for asset management and whatnot, and it's a solid product. So what's new with you guys over the past year? Have you guys any exciting changes you want to share with us?
Sure. Our Control Center product is actually a new product for us. So it is in a rapid development cycle. We've put in a lot of cycles on that, and so it's come a long way in a very small period of time, and we have quite the roadmap for it as we move ahead. It's something we are looking forward to showing off at MMS and talking through the various functionality that already exists and also the future functionality. We've renewed our interest in Service Manager, and we've pushed forward with improving our Service Manager line of products as well, and then have capitalized on the investment that Microsoft put into Service Manager as well in terms of performance improvements and additional functionality. Right. So there's been a lot going on at Cireson lately.
It's always fun when you have lots of changes in there. So it sounds like this True Center product is your guys' big flagship going forward here. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Yeah, so the Control Center product, which it's basically our portal for Configuration Manager. The real purpose of this is that Configuration Manager is an incredible product. It reaches across a huge swath of the environment, especially infrastructure, client-related. There's just so much you can do. And from an analyst perspective, a lot of analysts don't have the time, experience, or training to be able to access a lot of the functionality that Configuration Manager supplies. And from an admin side, rarely does an admin have time to provide the training to the analyst or even provide the proper layers of control, of access. There's a lot of layers that are involved there that make this kind of a difficult process. So what we've tried to do and what we're continuing to refine with the Control Center is bring that access to the analyst in a way that the administrator can very easily manage, and yet the analyst gains a lot of power towards managing those clients, especially from a support perspective. So our primary focus, especially considering our success and then also how much effort we put into our Service Manager line of products, is to enable the help desk, enable the support organization. You'll see our slogan, do more, around, and the idea there is do more as a support organization. So with Control Center, you provide the analyst with access to powerful tools. There's a large number of Configuration Manager customers out there that know of our previous Remote Manage application. Well, we've integrated that functionality directly into this web portal, and we've also added a whole lot of functionality around users, managing devices in general, being able to deploy software. So we've provided this in a way that an analyst can easily consume with little to no training. And we're continuing to improve on that process based on our customer feedback as the product has continued to grow and mature. So that's really what we're providing. We're providing a way for an analyst to access the power of Configuration Manager where they would normally interface, but in a way that doesn't really require any training or any large investment by the company to get these people up to speed on this. So now the end user benefits from these things because the analyst has the power and capability to do so without an extensive overhead.
That sounds great. I know a lot of organizations are starting to leverage Configuration Manager more and more for not just their workstation admins, but rather desktop support and help desk folks. And this sounds like it could really not only unlock that power, but really ramp it up quite a bit as well. That's exciting to hear about. So it sounds like you guys have a lot of great products here. One in particular I know, and I have a little bit of experience with this myself, is regarding asset management. Not just hardware asset management, but software asset management itself. And I know you guys have some stuff that can really manage the entire life cycle of that. What all can you help with in terms of overcoming typical challenges organizations have with managing all their assets?
Yeah, so absolutely. So there's a few layers there, and one of which is that we work within the service manager space to an extensive degree, and we do have a both a hardware and software asset management. We call it a Cireson asset management that plugs into Service Manager to utilize the CMDB that comes within that product. We also bring in data from Configuration Manager during that process, and we provide you with a layer of filtering that's required to normalize that software data. And so by doing that, we can link to hardware assets. It helps you track those hardware assets and links those software assets to that hardware, gives you the ability to track your license keys and even associate those license keys with different computers all in one place, and users as well. So yeah, so we really cover a large gambit of the ITAM space, if you will, the IT asset management, in regards to being able to track software, track hardware, track users, license keys, and how they're all utilized and kind of how they all connect. And we use Configuration Manager data to supply a lot of those connections, and then we do a lot of the math behind the scenes and some workflows and stuff, really to make that an easier process for the asset manager within a company, which, as we both know, a lot of asset management position doesn't necessarily exist in a lot of our customers' companies, and so this falls onto the standard IT support for the IT backend infrastructure team to keep track of these things, especially in a desktop support arena. So we provide a great interface for them to be able to handle a lot of that. And that goes right along with, the control center and the analyst portal as well, in terms of it's actually surfaced, the data is actually surfaced within the analyst portal on the service manager side. And then, of course, you can provide troubleshooting and such. And we have some integration between the control center and our analyst portal now. So you'll see more around there, maybe even some in the area of asset management, depending on what users want to see. We rely a lot on feedback from our customers to make sure we're meeting their needs.
This all sounds great. You guys have a lot of great products here. So what else do you guys have planned for the conference? Different vendors do different things, but I mean, there would be like options for a booth. Do you guys have any like sponsored sessions you're doing or anything like that?
Yeah, so absolutely. We have one sponsored session where we'll be going through the True Control Center in detail and doing some demonstrations on that. I'll actually be doing that presentation. We also will have a booth, which I will be at, along with some of our salespeople and our solutions architects. We will have an Xbox One giveaway as well at the booth, obviously to drive a little bit of traffic, get some people in there just to have some conversations. I know how big Configuration Manager is here, with this being the Management Summit, so really excited to talk to our customers in a new way now that this product is out, which it was not last year. I guess it was, but it wasn't the same thing. This is the whole new thing at this point. So I'm just really excited to kind of get in front of real Configuration Manager admins and discuss this with them and show off what we have for them and see if we can meet their needs in any new ways that I haven't even thought of yet, too.
Absolutely, it's a perfect opportunity to pick their brains and hopefully drum up some nice business because you guys have some solid products. We're always happy to have you guys with us, so I just thank you for taking your time today, and we look forward to seeing you at the conference.
Okay, thanks again, Mark. It's great talking to you as well, and I look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you. Bye.
All right.